Hey YouTubers, I'm Bobbi Leigh.
And I'm me.
And welcome to Black Recess. In this episode, we'll be discussing the 20 things that we are doing or are going to do to prepare for our around the world trip. Starting with number 1.
Number 1, assess the importance.
So this trip is going to be a 365-day long trip, which we had to start preparing a year in advance. So we came up with this idea in January of 2018, this year. Since then, I have had to get rid of some things, some major things, such as my car, and we had to do some budgeting, and there are a lot of moving parts that you have to do when you're deciding that you're going to give up everything that you know for an entire year. So that was that was like the first thing that we had to do, see how important it was to us, to see if we wanted to make that major life change.
Yeah, we definitely had to prioritize our assets. So that was the first thing.
Number 2, save.
If you're going to go around the world, you're definitely going to need a budget to do so. So we recognized that, and we made sure to put a plan in place to make sure that we are financially able to go on this trip, as well as enjoy ourselves while we're on this trip. Our main thing is to experience and meet more women and see their experiences, so we know that's going to take money. So of course, saving. And with me, it's more so on my end because currently dealing with a life-changing situation, pretty much dealing with my finances. So saving was on the top of one of my lists as well.
And we didn't actually just pull the saving thing, the budget, out of the air. We actually did a lot of research, and we saw what other people said that they had spent. So when we decided how much we were going to save, we decided it based on what other people who had done the around the world trip, based on their, I guess, experience.
Exactly. We just want to make sure our foundation was laid. Everything else we know we can build, but as long as we have that solid foundation, we're good.
Number 3, get healthy.
So when we go on the trip, we want to do a lot of adventurous things like hiking, like zip lining, just a bunch of stuff. And
we got to rely on our own bodies for this.
And I'm overweight.
I'm obese according to the American Health Studies, or the official term.
I don't know why we do this. Why we gotta? I don't know.
I'm
why
obese.
She do this.
They told me I'm obese. My body mass index is way too high for my height.
Overweight, probably.
My body mass index is almost at 40%. I'm only like 5'2". They said I'm obese.
So we have to get in shape because we don't want to go on the trip and be tired, or I mean, obviously we're gonna be tired, but you know, you get tuckered out really early when you're fat. You don't have to do that. You don't have to lose weight if you don't want to, but because we want it to be an active thing, we want to be able to experience it more. And coming from two people who have not always been overweight, it really is a hindrance to us. So that's something that we decided we were gonna do.
And to add to that, I have runner's knee. It's pretty much my kneecap doesn't go back into this groove correctly. So I'm taking this year to actually do my physical therapy and get it in line, because I know I'm gonna rely on my knees a lot.
Number 4, learn new languages.
We're going to learn new languages. This is a huge, huge, huge point for me, learn new languages, because at heart, I am a linguist, if I'm saying that right. I want to be able to speak as
How you going to be a linguist and don't know if you're saying linguist right?
Hey.
I ain't here to judge, so go ahead.
You see what I got to deal with? But anyways, I'm a work in progress, okay? But yes, we're learning new languages. We literally downloaded several apps to our phones and have daily lessons. Duolingo is definitely a huge one. Mesmerize is another huge one. Memorize. Excuse that.
It's just memorize. M-E-M-rise.
Yeah. It's another huge one that we're using. They have several different languages on their platform.
They do.
So that's a really good thing. So you don't have to go from another app to another app, from different language to language. So that's a plus.
I do just want to interject that if you're going to do this, you don't have to learn a new language. Most of the countries that we're going to, they are English speaking. At least English is like the second language in a lot of these countries. But we feel like the best way to immerse yourself in a culture is to be able to speak, the language that they speak.
Yes.
And not, Americans, we're cocky and we think everybody should speak English. And
Yeah.
we don't want to get over there and have people looking at us like, but you over here.
Yeah, exactly. 365 days is more than enough time to learn a language. If not the full language, we're definitely going to know the conversational. We'll be able to ask for the bathroom, ask for directions, ask for help,
Can you call 911?
Can you call 911? Where's the good food?
What's your number?
Is it safe here?
Are you single?
How do I leave?
You like my lip gloss?
Am I beautiful?
You think I'm pretty?
You know, all of that. So
The
yeah.
important stuff.
Yes, but, we're studying, both of us actually are studying Mandarin. What else are you learning?
I'm doing French.
She's doing French and Mandarin. I'm doing Mandarin and Dutch/German and Swahili.
Number 5, research.
Now, when I tell you we started this in January, and every day since we decided that we were going to actually make this a reality, we have been researching. Everything from what kind of underwear to wear, to what kind of backpacks, to the best hostels to go to the difference between hotels and hostels, to how to
Cultural.
save money, cultural things. There's so much information out there now. We're kind of going at a good time where it's kind of a thing that has picked up, and a lot of the people that I like following and getting information from, a lot of them started before people were actually doing this, or before it was like a huge thing on the internet. I can imagine like having to, or wanting to do that and actually doing that without being able to have the amount of research that is out there. It's overwhelming, but it's like super important.
Like, I still have a lot of research that I still have to read through, because I'm reading through everything in my research. Like, I read all the hyperlinks. If they
Everything.
reference another article, I read that article as well. So like, I literally have, I can say, at least 30 books, pamphlets, pages, essays, blogs to read still. That's just
They're saying
still.
and like if you go to like people's blogs, they have the blogs, and in the blogs they'll have like a hyperlink. And so I'll have like one blog open and I'll have 7 hyperlinks open. Just for that one blog, and then each of those hyperlinks there are other hyperlinks. And I like am reading them all. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Number 6.
Set up international bank account.
Set up international bank. This one we're still kind of working on, because we got to figure out the terms or whatnot that work best for us. So as of now, we're just saving here in the States until we find us an international bank that terms will work for us and is available to us in all the different countries that we're planning on traveling.
This is not something that we thought of initially. This came from our research. I subscribe to did I say Nomadic Matt?
Yeah.
Nomadic Matt. And in one of his emails he was talking about the ATM fees over there, and the stuff that I probably wouldn't have thought of, but you know, you're drawing out cash almost every day, and it just kind of piles up. And when you're living based on a budget that you set,
On a savings.
$5 can make or break your day. So that was something that we didn't even think about, but
Definitely.
it'll be helpful.
Yeah.
Picked destinations.
With our destinations, we didn't really, I guess you want to say, pinpoint exactly where we want to go. We just have general areas that we know we want to visit. We have I guess you could say we have a travel line, and we're okay with going off of that line, you know, maybe a day or two,
Right.
to the north, south, east, or west. But we pretty much have a line that we're traveling in. We're leaving it open to the spaces that we could go, because I really want it to be just as authentic and fluid as it possibly can. So I know if once you start putting, you have to be here on a certain date, you know, you start cutting off stuff at a different stop. So I don't want that. So we left it as open
Flexible
as we can.
as it could be.
So we pretty much,
All we did was just pick like the airports in the cities that we wanted to go to.
Number 8, took TEFL classes.
if it's TEFL.
TEFL.
I'm gonna say TFL. So one of the things that, again, with our research that we found was that one, you can teach English outside of the country, and you don't have to speak the native language to do so. You can do this for either compensation, monetary compensation, or you can do it for like room and board. So when you're going on a trip and you don't necessarily have like a 9-to-5 job, we have other ways of making like residual income, but not having to pay for a hotel is like, a hotel is like the most expensive thing.
Yeah.
So not having to pay for a hotel and not having to pay for a hostel, that even though you're not making money, that does help you.
Save you.
Yeah, keep your budget in line. So that's one of the things we're gonna do. We're also gonna volunteer, but we'll talk about all that stuff in a different video.
Yeah.
Number 9, get passport.
Well, me, I already possess a passport. Bobbi, Leigh,
We'll be getting it this month.
I would say, yeah. I think she's due for it August this month, right?
This month, yeah.
So she'll have hers. Well, the application will be out within the next 30 days.
Yeah.
So
It's 2 weeks.
okay, excuse me. That's
Excuse
14
me.
days. Excuse me. So yeah. So
It'll be
Like-
my first passport too.
really,
I've never had
you never had a passport?
Told friends and family.
I haven't really told too many of my friends, but my family knows already. Of course, we're in the same family, so well, one person knows, the rest of them know. My mom's on board.
Because black families gossip and tell everybody business.
Whether
just
you
so
want
you
them to
know.
or not.
Don't tell secrets to black families. They tell all your business.
It spread like water.
And then you go to Christmas and you thinking everything cool, and then, so I heard you was pregnant.
When did I tell you?
Because I sure didn't. I sure didn't.
But yeah, so the whole family knows we're going. My mother and brothers has been supportive thus far.
My mother has been supportive. My dad is still.
He don't want us to go.
He for one doesn't think we're gonna go because
I can say that.
I'm not gonna lie, we are very finicky. Everybody in our family is really finicky.
True that. We
But
inherited.
we get it honest. He doesn't think we're gonna go, but he also doesn't want us to go. But we're gonna do actually a separate video on that where we're talking to them.
And I think he's a little more. I think he's
concerned
about our safety. Honestly, I think that's the most thing for him.
He'd be okay.
Number 11, start a vlog.
Start a blog. So, hi.
We didn't do the blog. We decided to do the vlog.
Vlog, yeah.
What up, YouTube?
Same difference. Same.
Vlog, vlog, vlog.
This is our vlog.
Vlog, vlog, vlog.
Welcome.
Vlog.
Number 12, start an online business.
Started online businesses. I don't know if she's gonna do it anymore.
I'm not.
Okay, but definitely.
The vlog is my online business.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can monetize off that. I definitely started a drop shipping website. Currently, I am with Big Cartel. Shout out to Big Cartel.
Number 13, minimize.
Got rid of stuff, get rid of stuff. So this is not something that we have. I have gotten rid of my car, as I said, and gotten rid of. I haven't really gotten rid of anything else, but everything is going because all of the clothes I have now are for my weight now, and I'm not buying any more clothes. So those will all be gone actually by the time I leave, and my furniture and stuff I'll be getting rid of.
I think the most that we have to get rid of, I think, would be internally, because I just feel like I need to cleanse myself of that crap.
But the only thing I think I'll be keeping is books. I am a writer, but I also love to read. I feel like if you're a writer, you have to read.
I've gotten rid of everything already, so it doesn't
I'm
matter.
keeping my books. Those will be kept with my
That's the
mom.
one thing I will keep is my books.
Yeah. And I like physical books. I don't like electronic.
Ew.
Number 14, made a budget.
Made a budget. So we definitely came up with a budget.
Super important, by the way.
Very important. And we had individual budgets as well as combined budgets, because combined we need all of our equipment, especially travel expenses, all of that stuff. Yeah. And then individually, her finance is different from my finance. Like, say I'm going through a washover, I guess you can say, in my finance. She's in a different, I don't know the right term to use.
Okay.
She's in a different space with her finance, but definitely we still can have a budget in place. We already have a budget in place. We have a budget of how much we're looking to save every month, as well as just taking out a lot of the unnecessary spending, just to see how much I can save with that. That budget helps. Just budget. Let's say I give myself a study of $300 budget a month for food. I give myself $200 a month, so that means I have to do more cooking and less eating out.
Right.
But that adds up. That's an extra $1,200 at the end of the year.
And really writing out your budget, it really helps you to see exactly where you're spending your money. Because a lot of times you'll think, oh, I just got dollar fries at McDonald's, or I just spent $2 here, $3 there. But when you look at it at the end of the month, you spent $200 on absolutely nothing. Priority. Honorable mention with the budget is write out a goal list. So because we decided we wanted to do the travel vlog and all of that, we have a goal list, we set dates. Writing it out makes it feel more tangible, I think.
Yeah.
Like
it gives you a finish line.
Yeah. And meeting those deadlines becomes like important. So of the list that we're doing, everything is not mandatory.
Yeah.
Budgeting is definitely mandatory.
This is what we're doing that's working for us. How we feel we can be best prepared for our trip.
But you should budget
Definitely.
regardless.
Purchase ticket.
So we decided we're not gonna. Now there are companies that you can buy round the world tickets.
Yes.
We decided not to do that.
And we actually came across that company. They had great numbers.
They had really good numbers. The reason that we decided not to do that is because, like we said, we didn't want to have set dates for
Exactly.
anything. We wanted our trip to be as flexible as possible. So we have a date to our deadline to buy our first ticket in January.
March. We don't have our book in front of us. I think it was March because we pushed it back
switched the
to
date.
June. Yeah.
Okay, so we were gonna leave in April,
Yeah.
but we have a family reunion in June, and it didn't make sense to leave in April, fly out, and then fly back here just to come, and then to fly back out. Ain't nobody trying to do all that. So that's why we are iffy on the actual date. But we wanted to do. I think it was like 4 to 6 months before we left. 4 months before we left. So I guess it is March, April, May, June. That's 3 months.
February.
We wrote it down.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching and staying with us as we discuss the 20 things that we are doing or have done in order to prepare for our 365-day trip.
You can now exit for Black Recess.
You cannot exit. Subscribe.
Subscribe, like, comment,
comment,
hit the notification button so when we do put up new
It's a bell.
videos.
The notification button is a bell. That's all.
Yeah, the little bell. You know, this thing. That.
Bye. Come back now. You're here.
Y'all come back now, you hear?